What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in the building with another banger, man. So first things first, before we get started with this video, I just want to go ahead and say thank God for giving me this opportunity. Thank y'all who are coming through. And man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Go ahead and turn on post notifications to join the Rich Gang family. Hit that like button and be sure to go ahead and leave a comment down below when complete. Now today, as y'all can see by the looks of the title and the screen, I'm going to be bringing y'all the top 3 new rare meta lockdown defender builds, 2-ways, all of that good stuff in this video. I'm telling you, the first build, the 2-way post facilitator, and we're going to be making this build out of the power forward position, and something about each and every one of these builds on this list. We're going to be able to get over 100 badges on each build, which makes it even better. Now, for the height, as you can see in the top right corner, I decided to go with 6'8". Weight is going to be 280 with a 7'6" wingspan. Now, from here, you have a good amount of options to pick from what you want to upgrade on this build. For me, I'm going to upgrade the driving dunk, the driving layup, and the close shot, ending up with 21 badges, but also the elite contact dunks. Once we go ahead and adjust that vertical, everything's going to be set up perfectly. Now, once we go ahead and get into the shooting, y'all know that I'm not going to be bringing y'all a build that is not going to be versatile. So, my main goal with this video specifically is to bring y'all the best possible versatile lockdown defenders that are going to be able to do a little bit of everything. Now, when it comes down to the breakdown of what we're going to be looking like on the playmaking and the shooting, all around really solid in my opinion. Now, once we go ahead and get into the defensive end, here is where things are really going to start to turn up. So, as you can see, when it comes down to it already, we're getting over 20 badges, but once we go ahead and upgrade the rebounding on this build, everything continues to get even better. So with this, as you can see, we're going to end up with 32 defensive badges. Then on top of all that, you're also able to even adjust some of the stats on this build to your liking. You can even change up the badge counts, change up what the stats are looking like, as well as even the animations that you're going to be able to unlock. So again, I highly recommend first make the build with me and then go back later if you want to make your own adjustments. That is perfectly okay. I just want to stick together throughout the making of this build so that way we get the same exact build name. But as you can see, we do get the sharpshooting takeover. We're also going to be able to get the playmaking, rim protecting as well with the glass cleaning. I'm going to go with the sharp and the glass cleaning, and as y'all can see, we have made the 2-way post facilitator build, and I love the comparisons of Giannis as well as Anthony Davis. Now, this is only the first build that I got lined up for y'all today. The second one gonna be very much more all around when it comes down to the small forward position. Honestly, this is a little bit smaller 1 inch, but the way that it's going to be made, I'm telling you, very unique and different from the previous build. So with this well-rounded wing, I'm telling you, you're going to have everything that you're going to be able to want out of any type of build. You're going to be able to finish, you're going to be able to shoot as well, then include the playmaking as well as the defense that comes with this build also. Now, from here, if you are still watching, we're about to get halfway through the video and you still haven't hit that like button or subscribe, man, y'all might as well go ahead and do it. I would really appreciate it. And just know I'm going to continue to drop the daily bangers for y'all no matter what happens. So when it comes down to the breakdown of this build, you can see we are getting that sharpshooting takeover. But then once we go ahead and get into the actual making, you're going to see what really makes this build different from most small forwards. So when it comes down to the height on this build, if you were paying attention earlier, we're going to be going with 6'7". Then for the weight, I'm going to go with 180, 7'4" for the wingspan. And for me, I truly feel like that is going to be a perfect setup. Now, once we go ahead and get into the breakdown of how this build is going to be looking, once we go ahead and get into the stats, right here for the finishing, you got to go ahead and choose to upgrade the close shot, the driving dunk, and even the driving layup. Now, we will be able to get pro contact dunks on this build, which is a huge key. But then with that post control, once we upgrade it to an 89, we're going to be able to get 23 badges. And right there, that's what's going to make everything all the better of the difference. Now, Once we go ahead and get into the shooting, go with an 82 midi, 79 three-pointer, then go ahead and upgrade that free throw to a 72, and right there, that's going to give us 23 badges. Now for the playmaking, max out the ball handle with speed with ball, go with the 64 pass accuracy, and that's going to give us 20 playmaking badges. Then once we go ahead and get into the defensive end, this is where things are going to get a lot better. So as you can see, we're going to average around 20 to 23 badges. You can also adjust this if you want to, but again, you are risking changing the build name. So with all that being said, what I'm going to go ahead and do is really take into consideration what you do with the physicals. If you want to go with at least an 80 vertical, you definitely can do so, or you can drop it to a 75 and throw the rest into any area of this build. And as for the takeovers, as you can see, we will be getting the slashing takeover, shot creating, paired up with the sharpshooting, and even the post scoring. So whichever one of these takeovers you want to pick, it is completely up to you how you feel about it. For me, I'm going to go with first the sharpshooting, second going to be the finishing moves, and as y'all can see, we have made the well-rounded wing build with a goated comparison of Jaylen Brown, Jimmy Butler, as well as Scottie Pippen. Now we got one final build lined up for y'all today, and I'm telling you, this one we're going to be making out of the shooting guard, and we're going to be calling it the two-way pass first guard. Now, I'm telling you, this is easily one of the most rare builds that you're going to be seeing all year, and especially with what it comes with, I made it just right to where we're going to be able to do a little bit of everything. This build honestly reminds me of so many different players, but the way that it's going to be set up, I'm telling you, you're going to be able to not only shoot, but also dribble, play that defense like we want to, and then finally finish easily at the rim. So if you're still here watching, man, go ahead and join the family, hit that sub button, turn on post notifications, drop a comment so we can interact with each other, and also don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. That's going to help me out a lot. So we're going to be making this build out of the shooting guard position. Then, once we go ahead and get into the height, I'm going to be going with 6'8" on this one. Then, with the weight, I'm going to go with 210 with a 7'6" wingspan. Now, once we go ahead and get into the breakdown of these stats, just please be sure to follow along. This is one of those very specific builds that if you change even one minor thing about the stats, you are risking completely changing up the entire build name. That is really what I don't want for any of us. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see, I'm deciding to go ahead and upgrade the driving dunk, the standing dunk. Of course, you want to go ahead and upgrade that driving layup, and then for batch purposes, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my close shot. Now, you can flip-flop any of the numbers when it comes down to it if you want to, but again, you are really risking changing the build name. Now, for the shooting, you got to go ahead and go with the 75 mid-range, max out that three-pointer, 82 free throw, and we're going to get 20 badges right here. Then for the playmaking, I'm going to go with an 85 pass accuracy, 75 ball handle, or you can go with the 76. Then from here, I'm also going to go with a 64 speed with ball. Now, remember, we still got the defense to get into, and we're only a 75 overall right here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do for the interior, go with the 64 perimeter, going to go up to an 86. Then, once we go ahead and get into the steal, I'm going to go with an 82 as well. Block, going to go up to an 85, and then once it comes down to the rebounding, this is what's really going to be changing the build from be just any ordinary build to a very rare overpowered lockdown. Go with an 84 defensive rebound. That's going to bring it up to an 54 offensive, but then also if you want to go about it a different way, you can even go with the 93 defensive rebound with an 86 offensive rebound for 32 badges here. Now this is the setup that I like just because of the badge counts. If you feel like changing it, you definitely can do so, but really it comes down to what you want for yourself. Now the physicals are a main key about this build. What you want to go ahead and do is max out that speed, acceleration, go with a 39 strength. Then from here, if you want to adjust it, you definitely can. I'm going to go ahead and leave my vertical at a 76, and then we're going to end up with at least a 90 plus stamina. Now this is what the build is going to be looking like. Consider the extra badge points that you're going to be able to unlock as well. Really, it will make all the difference when it comes down to it. But now for the takeovers, we got the sharpshooting, lockdown, rim protecting with the glass cleaning. So 3 lockdown defender takeovers pretty much, including the glass cleaning. Then we get the sharpshooting. You have the best of both worlds. For me, first, I'm going to be going with limitless range takeoff. The second one, if you want to, that is really one of my favorite takeovers when it comes down to the shooting. So look, if you feel like flip-flopping, you definitely can. I'm going to go with the rim protecting. And as y'all can see, we have made the two-way pass first guard. I just want you to know that I appreciate y'all. I love y'all and I thank y'all. Man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Go ahead and turn on post notifications to join the Rich Gang family, as well as hit that like button. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all and I thank y'all. Drop a comment down below when complete. And with all that being said, Rich out.